All right, it is time for our last segment of the day, Grand Finals. Speaking of rosters, we here at Trading Shots thought it'd be a great idea to get in on Roster Mania. Decided it'd be fun for our players, Benson and Maven, to come up with their own squad. The rules are simple. Pick an org. Pick your 4 players to represent. Any 4 out of the whole world. Then you gotta convince me why your team is better than your opponents. Let's get started. Benson, which roster do you have for me?
Woo! This is a hard question because we're basically.
This is easy, Ben.
No, it's difficult because there's two different ways of approaching this. Are we thinking I'm trying to win World War II champs, or are we thinking I'm trying to build a dynasty for the rest of the year? Clint, you're probably going to go the dynasty.
I'm building the
route.
dynasty, absolutely.
Now, hey, just remember though, guys, how long is a dynasty lasting, right?
I'm building a team that's going to win forever.
There is that champ's curse, and well, it might have hit Optic Gaming this year.
Clint thought Envy was going to be a dynasty, so there's that. Have to let you know every time. All right, so I'm going to start with first player, best AR, period, for me, Slasher. I think you're an idiot if you don't have Slasher on your team in current form. There was a lot of question marks. How's he going to do with Rise?
Won't be on my team.
Well, then I think you're an idiot.
Good, Ben.
We had questions about Rise and whether, are they going to argue? Well, they were really put to the test. They go to losers round 1. If there's a time you're going to argue and there's a time you're going to butt heads, it's losers bracket round 1 after a terrible, terrible pool play performance. Well, guess what? They won the event. So for me, Slasher, hands down. Second player, you must be truly stupid if you don't have in your team, Clint, is Gunless. There's no argument. Gunless is just incredible. It's funny because we kind of saw the increase in playstyle, the increase in just the sheer ability throughout the Pro League, and we said, oh, it's about this time in IW where he really came in and kind of took the title of best player in the world. I think we're here again where you can make the argument best player in the world. He's been phenomenal statistically, decision-making wise. I think he's a great teammate as well, which always helps. Third player, I'm going to go after Zuma. Kind of talked about him a little bit with FaZe Clan, one of the best submachine gun players in the game right now, period. I think he's a hot commodity. Any team is lucky to have him on the squad. And for me, FaZe need to keep hold of him, but he would definitely be an addition to my squad. Last player, I think I'd go for Crimsix. I do. I think Crim is kind of the extra component that those core 3 players would need to really push them over the edge to be a championship-winning squad. We're talking about the most successful Call of Duty player. I mean, this guy's insane. You look at his placement average coming into the year. I think it was 2.5. It's nutty to consider how well Crim has played in Call of Duty. He changed the scope of Call of Duty after joining the community and the scene. So for me, I think I'd give him the captain's armband.
All right, Ben. So you went with Gunless, Slasher, Zuma, and Crim. Not a bad squad. Maven, your turn.
My team is very different. So I don't know how people here play fantasy football. I'm a dynasty fantasy football type of guy. So basically the way that is, you draft people out of college, you build a team, it's full keeper. It's for the long haul. You have your team forever and basically draft college rookies. So I always build from youth. You want to pick young receivers, people you think you're going to have for like 10 years, young running backs. So that's the way I kind of view this. I'm building a team for the future that I think can win for years and years to come. So I'm going to kick it off with probably like the oldest player I'm going to have on my team. It's going to be the greatest AR in the history of Call of Duty.
Shocker!
Formal. He's going to be on my team. Absolutely. There's no way it can't be. He's been the best AR for 3 years. I'm sorry that he switched roles a little bit this year. He's been a better player over that period than Slasher. He's on my squad. After that, the one spot we agree on, Gunless. I think he's been in debate for the best player in the game over the last couple of years. He's young. He's talented. He can fill any role. I don't care if he gets angry at players sometimes. I'll live with that. I like living with that with a Formal on the team versus Slasher on my team more. I don't think they bump heads quite as much. We know they want to be best friends and team in the first place. After that, this is where I go young talent. So in my head, the 3 players I was choosing between were going to be Hook, TJ Haley, and Kenny. For what 2 like 18-year-old superstars I want to flesh out this team and be good for years, I ultimately went TJ and Kenny. Those 2, for me, have just been such absolute beasts this year, and obviously we know previously before they turned 18 the talent they have. We watched TJ and Kenny back in AW. We knew the skill was there. We were just waiting for them to turn 18. Now that they're 18, like these guys are the next generation of superstars. We're talking about your Scumps and Crims right now. It will be your Kenny and TJ in the years to come. That's where my youth comes from. That's my squad. We've got Formal, we've got Gunless, we've got TJ, we've got Kenny. Bam!
I don't think your team's good at all.
All right, Ben, tell me why you think your
I'm
team's
gonna
better.
Be honest, if our teams went head-to-head right now on main stage, my team is whooping your team's ass 9 times out
Your
of 10.
players are going to be in a hospital after retiring within a
I'm
year.
winning World War II champs, baby.
Yeah,
Simple,
see, you built
simple
great.
as
You
that.
built for 3 months.
I built to win.
built for
Because
forever.
dynasties don't last, Clint. What Uptick Gaming has done in Call of Duty
I'm building the
esports
next
is a
Optic
fluke.
Gaming.
We
I'm building the next
both
Optic
agreed.
Gaming, Ben.
We both agreed we're never
Oh,
going to see that
I
again.
didn't pick an org.
We're never going to see.
I didn't pick an org.
We're probably both going to say the same org, right?
I'm saying FaZe Clan.
FaZe Clan, I'm going old Uptick Gaming. But either way, it doesn't
Old
matter.
Optic.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because what Uptick Gaming has done in Call of Duty esports is a fluke.
My
It's
team
not
would
gonna
beat you
happen
now.
again.
My team would beat you now.
A team staying the
and 5 years from now, when your players are like getting their wrists iced because they're so
your
old.
teammates aren't going to stick together.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are. Forward's wanted a team with TJ and Gunless for so long. That team's going to love each other.
I'm sure he has.
They're going to eat
but,
breakfast
again,
together. They're all going to live in one house
again,
together,
Clint,
grow old together.
You have to open your eyes.
Ben,
Almost
you-
All right.
You can't
high
think past
isn't as high
3
as it
months.
was.
You European idiot.
All of my predictions have been almost correct throughout the
that's
year.
just-
I've
okay.
had much better predictions than you.
You've won 2 episodes out of 12.
Yeah, because we had Rich Campbell as a host. Let that sink in.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I have some nitpicking to do.
Oh, God.
Ben, there is no way Slasher, Crim, and Gunless could ever team with one another without killing each other. That team
We said
would
that about
implode.
Rise.
Hold on. That team would implode easily. They would blow up so quickly. It would be so tough for those guys together. Clint, who is the leader on your squad? Formal is not a vocal guy. Yeah, he did it in Search and Destroy a little bit for Optic, but who is that guy? I feel like both of you are missing key
No,
components.
they're going to be best friends. They're going to lead together.
I
They're going to be a band of brothers.
completely disagree. I
will
think
say-
your team's missing out on Crim, and I'm going to be honest. Neither of you
Crim's
go
like 36.
Neither of you go with Scump. The guy has been the best submachine gun player for years since I was teaming with him, and now I'm on a show hosting between you two.
I just
numbskulls.
watched Scump kind of blow his team up from the inside, Joe. I don't need that
agree.
on my dynasty.
I agree. I'm with Maven
Well-
on that one. I don't want it.
Negative points to the new host.
Agreed.
Negative points to me. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and award a winner. I'm going to give the points to Maven. I just feel like in terms of chemistry-wise, I think this roster would stick
said
together.
that about
Ben,
Rise.
yes, a
We
ton
said
of
that
talent.
about Rise, and
They
they
would
just won
probably
the
win
event.
champs this year, but that team would implode.